Well, I had a journey. I have lots of journeys in my head, but I chose one in a place I used to live in, which is a wooded area, and then it goes along a road. And then I just broke the words into syllables and saw each syllable, tried to, as an image.
Can you give
I made a
us
story.
examples? 아니, 기억력이 이렇게 좋으면은 일상생활에 어떤 점이 그렇게 좀 편리할까요?
Well, I mean, I wish I'd learnt these techniques when I was at school earlier on, because I use them every day when I'm working on my computer for transferring figures over, when I'm meeting people, names and faces, a to-do list. I have to give speeches, so I have to remember those in sequence as well. If you think about it, memory is everything. So I think it just makes me more efficient.
Do you have uncomfortable things?
Yeah, my wife expects me to remember to put the bin out, the trash bin, and to do the washing up.
뭐 좀 실례되는 질문이 될지 모르겠습니다만 성적이 좀 어떠셨는지. 기억력은 참 좋으신데.
I had an accident as a baby. My brother let go of my pushchair. I was 8 months old, and I landed on a railway track. I was carried off by a train, hooked onto the back of a train, and carried off along the track, going faster and faster. And then I became unhooked, and I banged my head here. So I've got a scar here. So I think my parents were worried. They thought I might have brain damage, but I was very slow at school. So I left school when I was 15, 16 because I was diagnosed with dyslexia. I used to write backwards. I'm left-handed, and I read very slowly. I found it very difficult to hear what the teacher was saying, to concentrate, and therefore I couldn't remember. So I was hopeless at school.
반전이다.
I thought I was stupid. It became very clear soon that there was no way that and it was quite a depressing time for me. So I was joined commerce.
Okay.
Which is what I did for the next 14 years. Yeah. I thought I was stupid. So it wasn't until I was 30 that I started training my memory. When I saw this man on television memorize playing cards. So that's how it started.
That's cool.
So I've turned it around. So it's like a miracle. So I always say if I can become a world memory champion, then anybody can. It's just a matter of training.
There's such a story. Such a story.
기억법에 대한 좀
좋아요.
얘기를 좀 들어볼까 합니다. 그리고 가장 큰 저희가 좀 도움이 되는 게 비즈니스 관련된 거라
그런 게 도움이 되죠. 일상생활에 도움이 되는 거.
또 공부법에 관련된 게 두 가지를 좀 더 저희가 집중해서 좀 들어볼 예정인데요.
이제 공부할 때 학생들이 좀 도움을 받지 않을까.
Probably the most important is names and faces.
Yes.
Do you use any techniques yourselves to remember names?
I just say.
I don't have any.
You repeat it.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, there are a number of techniques, but I always use the same thing again. I use places, spatial awareness. I use imagination and coding. So, for example, you remind me of a golf professional.
Oh, really?
At my club. Nobody you know. Somebody I know. So I've now got a place for you, which is my golf club. And I'm seeing somebody tiling the footpath. Obviously, there's a connection there.
There you go.
And you pronounce your surname Rash or Raish?
Rash.
Rash.
Yeah.
Well, you've probably had this before, but it feels like a rash.
Yeah, exactly.
And that maybe the rash from tiling. From the golf. So
타일링하다가 레이시가 났다고.
this is your 석진.
석진하.
Yeah. But this time inside with some gin, a bottle of gin. So I go ha.
여기 있었네.
재밌다, 뻔히.
So I'm putting people in filing cabinets or files.
How about me, sir?
한무총.
Right.
It's a hanging cow.
Hanging cow.
Because cows make a moo sound. So there's a hung moo.
CG해줘, CG. 매달려.
And chun. That's very difficult. It sounds like sunshine. So imagine the sun chun. coming down on this hanging cow.
아 너무 슬프다. Such a sad story.
Says, but I remember you.
Alright, 헝무로.
I get them to play the game of memory.
Okay.
Then they can use these techniques. I mean, a simple one is to, we say in England, I went down to the seaside and I packed in my bag. And then you say, packed in my bag a pen and a cup. And then you say a pen, a cup, and so on. I think you have a game where you do it with a rhythm here.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. There's a game here that they do when they drink, when they list
Yeah.
a bunch of things.
But that's a
Yeah.
great way
Oh.
of building your working memory,
Okay.
training your working memory.
Okay.
Training your
Do you actually training this by singing songs like us?
No.
No
just,
song
Just
singing.
making sentences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
making songs.
Is there any
you
rhythms?
can do a song out of it,
Rhythms
but there's a stronger method. of
When you
doing
go
it.
to seaside, when you go to seaside, 나나나나나. No.
So how do you?
아 너무 창피해. 아니 그렇게 우리 좀 외우잖아. 나나나나.
So what is the technique then that you encourage the children to use through the game if it's
Well,
not?
the way you should start is to have a journey around your house. So it could be your front door, your entrance hall, kitchen, bathroom, whatever the layout of your house is. It's going to be different for everybody, but do it in a logical order. So what was the first word you memorized just now, which is
Sand.
mojo or
Sand.
모래.
mori?
Sand.
Sand. So at your front door, you imagine there's a bucket of sand there. But use logic. Why is the sand there? Maybe it's to prevent a fire or something.
Yeah,
Second word,
Seashell. Seashell.
shells.
yeah,
Shells.
Right, so you go into the entrance hall
yeah,
and then you walk on these shells.
yeah,
You can feel it, and it may be uncomfortable. Again, why are the shells there?
yeah.
Or maybe they're for decoration. And the third one,
Bird.
a bird. So what's the next place in your journey? Kitchen or something?
Yeah.
Kitchen. So maybe you're cooking a bird
Oh yeah,
in the
Said
kitchen.
we.
So you're building up connections.
yeah.
Now, when you come back, you know the journey around your house, so it preserves the order of the words.
So you're spatially saving images.
That's a good word. Spatially saving them along a journey. Then it's easy. Then you can keep going.
옛날에 주입식 교육 한창 할 때는 막 무슨 노래 막 하고 그랬잖아요.
옛날
제가 막
동요들.
예전에 그게 정말 잘 안 외워지니까 그냥 막 기계적으로 외운 거잖아요. 근데 사실은 어떻게 보면 이렇게 공간을 놓고 비주얼라이즈를 해가지고 그 안에다가 단어를 넣는 식으로 하면은 더 많이 외울 수 있을 것 같긴 해요. 이게 노래로 하면은 사실 한계가 있거든요.
노래는 이제 비주얼라이징이 아니라 뭔가
그냥
버릇을 만드는 거죠.
기계.
예.
그냥 아예
튀어나오게.
그게 왜
그거를
거기
거꾸로도
일하는
못할
거죠?
거야 노래는.
아, 뭐
네,
절대
못하죠,
못하죠.
못하죠.
절대 안 되지.
It's a very good exercise for your memory.
Yeah.
Because think of all the things you're doing. You're spatially representing information. You're using imagination, logic, and making connections.
Right.
It's helping your concentration. It's helping you to be more creative. So it's great for kids to start off with this. It's a very simple technique.
좋은 방법이다.
되게 좋은 방법인 것 같아요. 시각화해서 하는 거.